Well, obviously I'm excited about the win, and we had to fight for it and claw for it, and give all the credit to North Alabama. They are a ferocious team that just comes at you, and they're scrappy, and they know exactly who they are, and they go do it. And but there were some really good moments. Again, I thought we talked that we had to go to our advantage, and our advantage was in the post, and I thought we did that. 55 points in the paint, 45 rebounds, and all of those things that we have to do. Defensively, we made tons of mistakes that we have to clean up, and just our communication and those types of things where players have to really buy into that, and that end of the floor, we've got to be so much better. We can't survive a team's getting 80-some points on us. We've got to be much better defensively. But overall, excited about the win, where we are, and now once we come back after Christmas, get a little refreshed, and then come back and battle the ACC.
In terms of that second half, I know you just said you were emphasizing going into the post. Was there anything else you were looking at from your team offensively in terms of just cleaning up some mistakes?
We wanted to reverse the ball, and obviously the more touches we can get Liatu, and that helps us. And I thought she had a lot of touches the second half, which then our offense is better whenever she gets touches. Whenever she doesn't get touches, and that doesn't mean she has to score every time, but if she gets touches, then she makes great plays around her. And again, that was our major emphasis, is that we had to control the paint. And then obviously defensively, we wanted to try to force them to take harder shots. In the third quarter, I thought we did. And then we got tired of doing that again. And then they're able to, again, they're a scrappy little team that make you play on your heels. They don't have a true post. So for our post players, it's so different than anything that we see in how we play.
You had 5 players in double digits today. I'm pretty sure you'll be proud of having the distribution for more than just one player. I know Liatu had a career day, but other players contributed as well.
Yeah, no, and that changes our team. Whenever we're able to be balanced, and we're not, again, 2 has to get touches for us to be good, but then those other kids have to contribute and play. And like I've said all year long, is that AB is going to do the dirty work, but the play of Lily, Ty, all of those players have to play big minutes for us. And I thought they really performed well and hit some under pressure shots and under pressure takes.
Liatu, Taisha had 14 points today. What have you seen from her in these last 2 games? I mean, these are the most points she scored in these last 2 games. But what have you seen from her in terms of her development offensively recently?
She's been more aggressive. Sometimes she gets tentative, and with that, it causes her to get stuck. But there was multiple times today and in previous games where we're running the play, but when it breaks down, she knows she's at the hash mark, shoot the layup, you know what I'm saying? And I even told her, last game, she did really well attacking. And so, when she knows to attack, good things happen, Nothing bad happens from getting the ball up on the basket, so.
And I think she's been our most consistent practice player over about the last month. And, just seeing her gain that confidence in the practice setting, that gives me the confidence then to put her in the game and in crucial minutes and her produce.
And Liatu scored a career high 26 points today. I know it's easy to say you will just exploit the pain, exploit the size advantage, but how were you able to do it so well today?
Just staying composed, making it, not trying to do too much on the offensive end, and more importantly, making free throws. I made my free throws today.
Yes.
That's really good. Well, I think I missed 2, so
8 of 10.
Yep. So that's really good. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, just staying composed through it all. Yeah.
And some crucial free throws. As down the stretch, those 3 shots that she hit on free throws was a huge turning point in her game, because again, she's going to get touches, she's going to get fouled. She has to be a great free throw shooter.
And in terms of defensively, you said there wasn't great communication. Are you concerned about maybe the 3-pointers they were able to score, or something else? What were you concerned about defensively?
No, and again, they make you play different. They don't have a post, and all of them can shoot it, and which then opens up the drive, because now you're so worried about 3-point shots, and that then the lanes are open because you're trying to scramble, and again, that was our major concern going into this game, of just they play so different than any other team we play. And in 2 days you've got to try to simulate, and you can't simulate how hard they cut and how much they pop and back cut and all of those things that makes it really hard to scout. But again, simple things that we had talked about in those 2 days prep, that's where our kids have to be able to execute a game plan. And I think we're still a little ways away from being able to understand the importance of chasing every down screen, to chasing every hammer screen, to some of those actions that they were doing against us that we made too many mental mistakes. We got caught up and then we get 2 to the basket and leave a shooter wide open. So some of those things we'll get better at. And but overall, I'm pleased with the win and excited to get out of here over this Christmas break and be where we're at.
In terms of, I mean, prior to the season, you told me you have players now that are able to execute in late game situations. I know against Ball State that didn't happen but today, you know, Taisha gets that shot and Liatu gets some free throws. What does it say about your team just being able to close out a win today?
And it's good for our team to have to go through those where we have to move the basketball and we have to be able to make pressure plays. And again, I thought we made some huge pressure plays whenever we had to knock down shots, and I thought we did it. And even in the Ball State game, that we got the shots we needed to, and so I think growth and being able to tonight, they were able to knock them down and make huge plays for us.
Thank you, Coach. Yeah.